Why?
Because of security risks, of course.
It's only a small drone. Do you want me to show you?
Doesn't matter how small it is.
Why are you so against it?
Because you're not allowed.
Why can you not understand what I'm telling you?
Doesn't matter
Right.
what the drone is, you've got no permission, you've got no right to fly that here, and it is a criminal offence. Like, you can either deal with us,
Yeah.
nice and civil, or
Right.
you can deal with the police, and they're being a whole load of...
I see.
Yeah, because I
Policy.
spotted your type, and with
My type?
The
God,
people who
what's he
just
talking
think
about?
they have a
My
right
type?
to do what they want, and laws mean nothing.
I think today there's going to be some education taking place. Right, for you four.
No, 400 metres back, you're supposed to.
It may be legal once you have the correct permission.
Fly your drone over private property, but you need permission to take off and land.
On their
and
land.
You should respect privacy rights.
Because the airspace is public.
Why do we have to stand here for an hour and to have this debate?
That's a good question.
When you could go somewhere else.
Very
and
good
do it
question.
Somewhere else that's not over private
No,
property.
go ahead.
Hang on.
So-
that's
Because welcome to Cambridge again. And this is Pembroke College. Look at how beautiful that is. And it is open today. So we're going to go and make a quick inquiry. Hello, mate, you alright? Yeah, I'm going to fly my drone in there. Just letting you know, so if you see it.
You're not allowed. You're flying a drone?
Well, I'm going to go out there and just take it across, in.
No, you're not allowed.
Why?
You need to get permission from the birds to fly, which is private property.
I don't know about that one, mate.
Sure?
I'm sure, but you sound a bit unsure. You know? Make it, if you want to...
Do you want me to call the head porter and see?
Yeah, fine, yeah, cool.
So where is your drone now? Is it
In the bag.
In the bag?
Yeah, but I'm going to go out there and fly in from there, basically.
Copy. Quick question. Where do we stand on drones flying over college?
Yeah, it's like that thing I think you made. If they're flying them from outside, then strictly speaking, they're allowed. If it's inside from inside, they've got to take it half run inside. But if it's someone outside, something I think a few weeks ago, about that YouTube bloke who tries to do it, if they're in public, they're allowed to fly a drone over private area as long as it's less than a certain size. Although in Cambridge, they have to get permission because there's no fly zone. But if they're outside, physically, there's not a lot we can do.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From right there,
Out there?
over's fine.
If it's somebody who's in college walking around doing it, then absolutely they can be stopped.
No, I get that. It's just the gentleman who intends to fly it has actually popped into the Porter's Lodge, and he's come to actually speak to us about it. He sort of knows the rules as well, that he can do it from outside, but yeah, he's actually come in and been quite honest about it.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if he's there, or if he's still there, the only consideration he has in Cambridge is that this area is covered by the airport's no-fly zone, so he has to get the relevant permission of the local airport to be able to fly it, regardless of where it is. It's covered throughout Cambridge. But yeah, outside can, obviously, if it becomes an issue, i.e. it's then sort of flying, causing people harassment, alarm, distress, it's then covered by GDPR and public order law. The drone flying law is not very helpful, but if it's sort of hovering outside people's windows or flying over a crowd of people, then it becomes GDPR/public order law, which would then get the police call on it.
Ah. Very informative bloke, isn't he?
That's why he's the head porter. Yeah, no, honestly, he knows. So I guess you're aware of most of those sort of things about no fly.
Yeah, I've authorised it with the airport.
You've authorised it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for just here, but generally the area today.
Okay.
Yeah, so
fine.
that's good to go.
Obviously, you know what it's about. You know, going your windows. Obviously, we do have some students still in, and it's.
Yeah, I'll stay high.
Yeah.
Well, out there, I mean, at the front, I might drop it down a bit, but out in there, I'll stay high.
Okay. Man.
So,
Yeah, well, good.
come on, thank you.
Cool. No
Cheers,
worries.
mate. Wow, very good. Very, very good. Box is ticked there, isn't it? Now, we are doing the museum today. If it's open, it should be open. So we're going to crack on with the museum first, which is just there on the right. And what we'll do, when we do the drone, we'll do both. We'll do Pembroke College, which is right here. We'll get a better view of it when we cross the road. And we'll do the museum as well, rather than making it two separate videos, because that interaction was very quick. There's Pembroke. And down here I've got the museum. And I think there's a church here. Is it a church or something? Right here, opposite. Yeah, look at this place, man. Look at that for a ceiling. Up there. I think we'll get the drone out the bag for this one. Hello. No, I'm not coming in. Well, I don't think I'm coming in.
You are allowed.
Is it free?
Yes.
Oh, is it? I might have a quick walk around then. I just came in to let you know about the drone.
The drone.
Yeah, the little baby drone, so just wanted to take that up. Not inside, obviously. In the garden and around the building and stuff, so.
Oh, I don't know if you can do that.
Why? Oh, should be fine, I think.
What, to
No.
fly the drone outside?
Yeah, like round the building, across the top.
I'll just check on that.
Yeah, no worries.
So you want to fly your drone outside,
Over the top of the building.
but standing in our grounds?
I'll be on the path. I'll go on the footpath if you want.
Okay, then we
Yeah.
Thank you. I did think that. I just double checked. Okay, thank you, Debbie. Right. Okay. Sorry, I should do that. But okay, thank you. Sorry, I can't actually fly a drone over the building.
Why?
Because he said, the security said that if you check the aviation codes, you're not
Yep.
allowed to fly a drone in like a public built-up area.
Okay. I have checked on that. It should be okay.
Do you want to talk to our security?
Is security here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to them if you want. Save putting it on you.
I said,
Yeah, sure. I'll go wait over here if you want. Yeah? Oh, I think security is already here. Oh, that's quick. I didn't realise you were going to come that quick.
You need a Civil Aviation Authority licence in order to fly in a built-up area, and you're certainly not allowed to fly over the museum.
Why?
Because of security risks, of course.
It's only a small drone. Do you want me to show you?
Doesn't matter how small it is, it still takes pictures.
It definitely takes pictures and a
So,
video.
First of all, not over the museum. And secondly, you shouldn't be in the street unless you've got a licence from the Civil Aviation Authority.
Shall I show you where I wanted to do it?
Doesn't matter where you want it. Nowhere in this built-up area should you be flying a drone. It's as simple
Are
as
you,
that.
are you CIA? You sound like you like know what you're doing.
No, of course I'm not CIA. I'm a museum person.
No, but in the
But
background.
We've done a course in it. We know what
Ah,
you're allowed
right.
to do and what you're not.
What did they say on it? Because from what my understanding is, I'm allowed to fly out there. There's no issue out there.
No.
And certainly over the museum's okay. But if you know different,
You're
then
not allowed to fly in any of these areas. You can fly out in the country. You can get permission from an individual property owner. Have you got permission from every single building around here?
I wouldn't need that.
Well, you would do. Because
Shall I
it's
show
an
you?
invasion. No, I don't want to see it. I'm just telling you. Please don't fly your drone anywhere over our building. If you do, we will call the police. Outside, it's up to you what you do, because I have no authority outside. But
Oh,
in
there we
here,
go.
I do.
Well, yeah. So my intention was to go out on the pathway just there, and take it up.
Anything outside,
Take it up
you do
from
what
there,
you want to do. But
take
I'm
it
telling
across.
you, you're not actually allowed to.
Right.
Certainly don't come over the boundary of the museum, please, because we will call the
The
police.
intention, I'll be on the pathway, right, so I won't be on your land myself. But the drone will go up from there and across the top of the building, round the back. So it will be across your boundary, essentially.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we'll call the police if you do it.
Why would you call the police?
Because it's a security risk. You fly over the top of a building like a museum, you're discovering access points to a secure building holding billions of pounds worth of artwork.
I can see it's a beautiful place you've got.
It's quite simple.
But the thing is, I'm not going to be looking at your entry
Can we
access
stop
points.
discussing it, please? Do not fly over the building or we will call the police.
Okay, if you don't want to talk about it anymore,
No, I don't.
I am going to fly over. I have to.
Right.
I won't get paid. No? Do you understand? My video makes me my living, so if I don't make the video,
I don't
then
care, I'm afraid. I have a living here, which is to stop people like you doing that.
I think that'll be out of your remit.
Well,
myself.
actually not. Well, take your risk.
How far up does the museum control the airspace? Do you know how far up it goes? Because I'm presuming you're saying that there's like a patch of air above that maybe.
Nowhere over the boundary. Don't. If you fly anything
Yeah.
within the boundary of the museum,
Yep.
doesn't matter if you're 10 miles high or 10 inches.
Well, 400
we will
feet
call
would be the maximum.
police. I don't care what it is.
Are you being serious? I can't take you serious or not.
But I'm
If I
telling
go
you,
out there and I
I'm
fly
being
over, you are going to call the
extremely
police, aren't you?
Don't fly a drone over the museum. I can't be more straightforward than that, can
Okay.
I?
If I believe I'm allowed to by law, where do we go?
Ignorance is no defence in law.
No, I'm saying if I believe I'm lawfully allowed to do that, and you think I'm not,
Well,
clearly,
I'm telling
then
you, we will call the police.
right. I'd rather you didn't do that.
Well, don't do it then. You have no reason to fly over the museum, so don't do it.
It's a beautiful building.
Yes, of course it is, but it doesn't need to be flown over. Even
So
when we have
if I-
promotional things done, they are done with a Civil Aviation Authority licence.
Right.
Have you got one of those? I suspect the answer is no, which you need to if you're flying over, not just over this building, over any building.
Right. My intention, I've came in and I've seen how beautiful it is in here.
Yes, I agree
So-
with you, and I'm very pleased you like it.
What I'd like to do is add some videos of the inside from my phone, not a drone, to the drone video.
First of all, you're not allowed to do any professional photography within the building unless you've got a licence from our press and marketing.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to bring in any professional kit. It should be just on the mobile phone. But
You've got a body cam on you.
yeah, no, that's in case I get
And a
into.
microphone.
That's in case.
And you've just told me it's your livelihood. So
The-
forgive me if I'm suspicious that it's actually something you're doing.
The drone part
financial
would be
gain.
yes. The drone part would be financial gain. If I show you
No, I'm not
a couple
interested. I don't
of
want to-
videos I took on the phone. Look.
Yes, I'm sure they're beautiful. We have lots of
Yeah.
people taking.
No, I'm
videos
just
all the
proving
time.
that I've taken them on my phone.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Moving forward, I'd like to get a
Please
couple of
don't-
videos of that.
Please
Leave the
don't
building.
fly over the building.
Why is he so against it?
Because you're not allowed. And
Why can you not understand what I'm telling you?
You're not allowed because of security and this.
But I've checked the law on flying drones, and I'm allowed to fly over any building,
No, you are not.
I don't.
unless it's an airport or a prison.
Well, we.
I understand it's a high-value building. I get that.
You're not allowed to fly over built-up area. Full stop.
When you say built up, you mean the buildings or the
City centre. You wouldn't
Right.
be allowed to fly anywhere in the city centre.
right?
You never see drones flying over.
Every time they have, we've called the police.
Okay.
And they've been taken away. And they've had their
The drones have been taken away.
Yes.
Or the people.
the drone
Right,
has been taken
right.
off them.
Just accept it. It's just that's the rule. So
Yeah. The thing is, because I'm legally allowed to, because the law allows me to fly the drone here,
No, it doesn't.
I'd like to do that. So I know you're saying I can't, and we differ on opinion on that, right? But
I understand.
I have
but
checked.
then our security team
Yep.
do know the rules, so I would.
they
have
obviously don't,
thought-
do they?
I would have thought that they would know the rules.
Yeah.
I know it's.
I've got no issue with you because you've been very polite.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's a beautiful building.
It is. And the outside is nice
What
as well.
do you want to do with it? What's your?
Take a video with the drone,
No, are you making a film or?
putting it onto social media, like a YouTube channel or something like that, and people watch it, and then I make some money from that.
Yeah, well that's the thing. People can't even have their wedding photographs in here because quite often we get people that want to have like a picture of them stood on the stairs with their gowns,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're not allowed.
Inside, I mean,
Inside
you can
and
say what
even
rules ever you
outside.
want, you know.
No, inside and outside, because some people want to just have like a beautiful photograph on the portico. And
But they're still on your property, aren't they? Technically.
yeah, and
So
they can't.
the drone, if it goes across the top, in the space above the airspace,
Honestly, I know,
you know.
I know that you're not allowed. And our security member, that he's right. I mean, sorry, they're talking technical.
Oh, that's
in my
right, you
ear
carry
about
on.
Drones.
Are they?
Yes.
No way.
Um,
What are they saying?
we're just talking about drones. But I know that.
If I get the drone out of the bag and show him, I mean, he hasn't seen it, has he? This one, I've showed it. You saw it. Here we go. So if I show him that, I can't see him having a problem. Look how small it is. You
I
know?
think it's just if you take photographs.
Yeah.
He's right. I mean, you know, we have had millions of pounds worth of jade being taken out of the museum and things like that.
Jade, what's that?
The gemstone, jade.
Oh, right, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But I'm presuming you've got high security here with what it is, haven't you?
yeah.
So-
when you think, you know, we do house millions and millions of pounds worth of.
What would the value say? Would you a lot?
Here?
Yeah.
I don't know what the value.
But a lot, I
would be.
presume it's quite
Yeah,
a.
I mean, it's beautiful and old, so we can't really have anything that's
But look at
going
that.
to jeopardise.
It's such a small.
But
Look at the camera on that.
It takes the same pictures, doesn't it?
Very good camera.
Exactly.
4K,
So
you know?
it's going to take pictures, whether it's a big drone or a little drone.
That's true.
And so they don't want anything to jeopardise our security. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Well, I mean, I might not like it,
No.
but if it was lawfully allowed to happen, I'd just say, well,
You
carry on.
wouldn't.
You know.
You wouldn't be allowed to fly a. Oh, hang on, it's more-
That's right. Are they talking drones or are they talking police?
drone.
All right. I mean, he seems to know what he's talking about. I mean, no, he talks with like authority that he knows exactly.
Well, we have to have people with authority looking after this building and looking after us, don't we?
What I'm trying to say is,
They're
I know
doing
him.
their job.
I know what he's saying is wrong, but the way he says it is genuinely like he thinks he's right. Right? He's not unsure. He's like
Well, 'cause
he knows.
They have training. They have training on this.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
So I haven't.
University security going to come down now?
I haven't actually showed you the drone. Look.
It's a drone. I know
Yeah.
nothing about
But look how small the camera is.
But you said it takes great pictures.
It does take great
So-
pictures, but it, you know, it's hardly going to cause
It'll
a.
be the same if you had a big drone, wouldn't
I
it?
understand what you're saying, but
You know, and I think it's.
So-
It's the same pictures as these bits. One's 6 foot wide.
well, in terms of what you're saying, yes.
So the size of the drone is irrelevant in the pictures.
But in terms of the law, the size of the drone is very important.
How heavy is it?
How heavy does it need to be?
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you how heavy that is. You don't know.
We just can't. We can't jeopardise any of the.
You're so calm and
security.
polite, and this man, you seem like triggered. I don't know why,
No,
but
because he's
Because you're
doing
not
his.
listening.
He's doing his job.
you're not listening to me. I'd like to fly and make a beautiful video today, which will make your museum look great.
This
Yeah,
is
but-
private property. I'm here to protect private property.
Yeah, I understand
Come onto
that.
private property. It's not a public place.
Yeah, I understand. I've came in to tell you what I'm doing.
It just jeopardises the security. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got high security here with what you've got, cameras and you know.
Well, we need.
I'm
to
sure you have.
because We house so
You must have.
many millions of.
Standing in front of cameras now.
There we go. I've seen outside you've got 3 or 4 in each corner. So, you know,
We need them.
yeah, I can understand. You want to protect the property, of course you do. But I can't see that a drone that small is not going to jeopardise your security. Personally, I don't think.
Just the rules.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, you said somebody's coming down to speak to me, are they?
Yeah.
Right,
From the university security department
right.
and their manager as well.
Okay, no worries. Oh, hello. How are you? Should we go outside? I just feel like Are you coming or are you going to stay? You might learn something. Sorry, I was just saying that to your colleague. He's quite angry. I don't know why, but such a beautiful building, my friend.
Yes, it is. But obviously there's a whole lot of regulations, particularly for university buildings, and people coming down and There's a whole policy from the university about flying drones over university buildings.
Hey, where are you from? Are you from the university or the
Yeah.
museum? Right.
Well, museum. So,
Oh, right.
yeah,
You said university, security coming down.
they are.
Oh, right. That's not you. Okay, got you.
Give some more advice, because obviously they do all this sort of thing more often than us.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah.
As soon as you say commercial, then everybody goes, oh, because we have got a whole load of policies in place for images.
I mean, I didn't say commercial. I just said that I earn my living off
Right.
my video. It doesn't mean I'm going to contract it out to somebody to pay me.
Right.
But
Most things, there's a. So people have done this before, but it's all
Have
planned, It's all planned in.
Oh, right.
Our image library people, make sure all the policies and procedures and everything's ticked and
red tape.
that sort of thing.
I don't like red tape.
No, neither do we really. But
Wow.
obviously, certain times it's there to protect people, buildings, anything else. As you said, a nice building. Not that your drone would do anything it's not meant to do, but
No, it won't. It's
say
such a
that
small
someone
drone,
suddenly went off and whacked into something, and yes.
Oh, he's coming out, this guy. See, I was saying to him, he might actually learn something today, because if it turns out I'm allowed to fly,
Well,
then
we would say not today, but
Oh, right.
you
Is that what you're saying?
approach us and book everything in. Let's
My
just
friend.
see- Let's just.
you might learn something. This man's talking sense.
What I'm just saying is, if it's booked in and planned, we might be able to do it. But without going through the proper channels and that, we can't just let you come in.
No, but this gentleman's being reasonable, and with you, I just feel like you're getting agitated with my replies.
So let's just wait.
But then
let's just wait for you.
I guess I feel like you're not listening to me. You're kind of saying it's against the law. I know better than you, and you can't do it.
Yes.
There we go. But he's saying we're going to look into it.
It's because he's trying to be reasonable with you.
Because I say press and mark and approach it. Obviously, there's a university policy as well on. Is that still printed off at the back door? I think there's one at the back door. There's one somewhere. But
Right.
yes.
Huh.
So what we're going to say is no, not today.
If I said to you that, well, let's wait and see what security say. But if I said to you, I need to go out there, launch it today, and get it done, regardless of your feelings on it, let's say, what would be the consequences for that? He has said the police may be called. I mean, I'd like to avoid that.
If you're, unless you can show us what rules you're adhering to
Yeah.
for flying drones in a space where there's public buildings, residential buildings, and
Right.
all those other things that come into it. So you've ticked every box on a checklist that you probably should have with you to fly drones
Right.
in a public space,
So you're saying unless I provide
a
that,
public building.
yeah,
Yes.
then you would call the police.
Would say, well, we phone them for advice to say, look, we've got somebody flying a drone above the public in a potentially crowded space with vehicles nearby as well. There's a guy.
One thing to take into account here is the airport.
Yeah, there's that as well. Right, here's a member from the university coming down the street.
Is he?
Because they might-
Over there?
They might have dealt with people before who were flying drones over their buildings. Because it's obviously it's not our building, it's the university building as well.
I've got a feeling that this gentleman here may learn something in a minute. I don't know. I'm not sure what the security guy's going to say,
He would probably say,
but
yeah.
you haven't said nothing that I disagree with, so I can't say anything about you.
Advise us from the university's point. We do it from us looking after this building and
Yeah.
policies and procedures and everything else.
Are you in charge of security or?
Today, yes, I'm in.
Oh, fair enough. Oh. So
Best for the weather.
he's university security, this guy?
Yes.
Right. Hello.
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 So we've got our thoughts on people flying drones over university buildings.
Well, university buildings, where's your permission permit from
So,
the university?
I'm going around this building today.
Right.
University building.
So, okay, so yeah, this building.
Yeah.
Round the outside, over the top, in the back garden, round.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Me, I'll be down there somewhere on the pathway.
Okay.
I'm going to launch it there and take it across from there.
And where is your permission permit to do this?
What's that, sorry?
You need
This gentleman
permission.
here
Yeah.
has said I need, well, he said I can't do it,
You
basically.
can.
Not today.
What?
No. You can't just come in and do it, which is what
Not
we're
over
saying.
university property, not without the proper authority and permission.
You sound like you're from North, mate. You've got a northern accent.
Well, what's that got
Where are
to
you
do
from?
with anything? It's got nothing to do with it. Let's deal with the issue.
It's noticeable. Sorry.
Right, let's just deal with the issue, shall we?
There's no
You've
issue.
got no
University's
right.
point.
Shall I show? I've showed these the drone. Do you want to see it?
It doesn't matter
Right.
what the drone is. You've got no permission. You've got no right to fly that here, and it is a criminal offence. I can quite easily call the police, and they will attend.
Why would it be a criminal
So do you-
offence?
Which is what
Because
we're
you haven't got the permission to fly over private property.
Right,
Because it's a university building.
It's a university building.
right.
And
I mean,
also-
you
I feel like
can
I've
deal
got
with
three of you
me,
around me
let's
now.
not be-
You look very smug.
Let's not be this.
I'm learning that he's saying exactly what I told you.
Right. You can either deal with us,
Yeah.
nice and civil, or
Right.
you can deal with the police, and there being a whole load of you know what. So what's the point in that?
I've got some
Just
advice here for you.
accept-
Right, if I fly my drone, you expect me to listen to you. You're not going to listen to turning away.
Oh my God.
I'll just crack up. If you're not going
What
to,
he's saying from a university point.
what did I say before he arrived? I said this gentleman may well know better and be reasonable. He's worse.
No, he's not.
You've been fine.
He's viewing it from a university.
You've been not great.
University.
Yeah, because I
Policy.
spotted your type and with all
My
the
type?
time. The
God,
people who
what's he
just
talking
think
about?
they've a
My
right
type?
to do what they want, and laws mean
So,
nothing.
as I've said from the start, there's a
Yeah.
university policy which says you can't do it because it's a privately owned
Ski
building.
one up, Charlie.
Sorry, I've paying attention. What did you say? The last part.
As I've said, it's
Yeah.
a university building. You can't just come and fly over university buildings.
I can. By law, I can.
Okay.
I understand you may have preferences or feelings on that.
Well, no, it's a university policy.
Let
And
me
also
listen to
there's
it.
flying
just
drones
arguing
within
with
public
us.
spaces, isn't there? Next to
It's okay round here.
people and really?
Yeah, so a crowd would be an issue. If it was over a crowd of people, yes, you're right about that. But- and the airport, or any airport, would also be an issue. You're right. Airports, prisons are a no-go.
We're far enough away from the airport for you to do it.
I think we're actually in the airport zone here,
Right.
technically.
So,
I'm just letting you know that. My friend, if I go and launch the drone, not right this second, but if I go and do it and do my thing, you're saying, I won't deal with you
Why
guys
would you even do that when we've advised you not to?
because you're wrong.
Over here, mate.
Because you're wrong.
Yeah.
Two, this gentleman hasn't really got too involved with expressing.
you can't because you need there's a university policy on there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, can you look on the university policy
The way I-
to drone flight?
the way I've picked up your response is
Sure there is something.
you're following what the policy's told you to say, but you'd probably be willing, if the police attended now and said, actually,
I'm not willing because
No.
I'm then
let's say the police attended.
breaking the university policy
Yeah.
while letting you do it. And obviously I'm employed by the university.
Yeah, you've
So
got
if
to do your
anything
job,
happens, they will then say, why did you let that person
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
over
yeah.
our building?
but I get the feeling that you're doing exactly that. You're implementing your policy that you are paid to do. However, if the police attended now and said, actually, by law, he's allowed to do it, you could say, oh, fair enough, now we know for future. But you've done your job by telling me you can't do it. This gentleman and this gentleman, I believe they actually believe inside they're right. I feel like you're open to...
They're right because there's university policy. If you say there's
Yeah. But they're not saying policy, they're saying it's illegal. It's against the law. Anyway, I don't want to compare everybody, I just feel like your approach is good.
I'm still saying no.
Of course you would, because it's your job to say no, right? But if I showed you...
His job to say no, and his job to say no. I'm just probably putting it across in a slightly different way. But no,
I would say your people skills are the best out of the three. For sure.
well, they deal with more people than others.
He got triggered straight away. Straight away.
Probably because he said no, and you went, well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Okay,
like...
so they do it.
Maybe he's not used to people challenging his authority, but...
No, we do. We get lots of people do that.
Do you?
The
Okay.
heat, come on.
Okay. Oh, look at that bike. Are you checking the law on this, my friend?
I think it's university policy.
Oh, right.
University policy.
Oh, we've got another one. Got backup. Hello, mate. You're right. Yeah, good. Are you going to come and...
No, we're just here because you
are you the organ grinder?
You're not supposed to be flying drones, mate.
Oh, man.
See?
Oh, man. I thought you'd come along and say, do you know what? He's allowed to do it. Let him crack on.
Yeah. We check on our own guys.
Oh, man. I think today there's going to be some education taking place.
No.
Right, for you four.
No, 400 metres, mate. You're supposed to be that.
400 metres?
Yeah.
With...
Of public.
Wrong. Wrong.
Blimey, it's too long. Must be a quiet day for that.
Oh, got more security coming over. They can't be coming over here, surely not.
Why don't you just filled out the paperwork to not a whole thing. It's not a permit. You're going to be doing all this.
Surely they can't be coming over for me.
Yeah.
No way.
It's a criminal offence.
Sorry?
I told you, it's a criminal offence.
It's not.
My colleague said.
That doesn't make it true. Got more of you? Oh my gosh. Yeah, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, good, thank you. Right, is anybody here actually going to educate these guys and say he's allowed to fly the drone, or are you all under the belief I'm not allowed to fly?
All under the belief. Because of the university policy.
No, just these two have arrived. I don't know your take on it. Are you the same as these guys, or?
Correct.
And you?
What's the reason for flying the drone, sir?
I've explained it already. I'll explain it one more time.
Sorry, but I've just turned up on scene. I'm just asking you politely.
Yeah. Are you in charge?
I'm the same as these gentlemen.
All right. I'm making a little video today on the building.
Okay.
With the drone.
Yep.
Around, across. Put it on the internet. Make some money from that video. So that's how I earn my living.
Okay.
And that's it.
So
I've been in to tell them.
Have you got a commercial license in which to do that activity? Because you're actually making money out of it.
It's not commercial.
No?
It's not classed as commercial, but anyway. These guys are saying it's illegal to fly the drone anywhere here.
Well, in a city centre, you have to have authority from the CAA, and
Right.
you have to have permission for on-site. If this premises are the universities, have you asked for permission to do it?
I've been
I'm
in.
sure the university will probably say yes or no if you explain the circumstances and in regards to how you're doing it.
I walked in, I showed them the drone, how big it is, it's a very small drone. The lady said, oh, let me call. This guy came out in the black. He came out quite triggered, but said, no, can't do it. From that point, we've gone to him. He's been quite polite, to be fair, but said, can't do it. And then you turned up, didn't you? And he said, it's illegal. Call the police if you do it. That's where we're at. But I believe it to be legal here to fly the drone around this building, not illegal. So we're at a bit of a...
It may be legal once you have the correct permission. Have you got the correct permission?
From who?
From the university.
From the university, of course. This is a university property.
Okay, so you're saying the university would have a say over whether it's illegal or not
yes,
here?
the university does have policies. We have had students and they have to call us to let us know because people get spooked over that sort of thing.
Any reason for the photo? Is it a work phone by any chance?
Right, here.
Just
This is a government.
1 second, mate.
Do not fly your drone over a congested area. Never fly within 50 metres of a person, vehicle,
So we
building,
recognise you
not
can
under your control.
1 second. You took a
I just
photo.
told you the law, mate.
You just took a photo on your phone. Is it your?
None of your business.
Well, it is, because if I make a request for that photo,
Anybody coming onto the property.
if I make a request for it,
They are under cameras. You'll be watched constantly.
yeah. If I make a request for that photo, a GDPR request, it needs to be available.
Can we stick to what we're actually talking about here?
Yeah, the photo on your phone.
Again.
Yeah.
We're doing the drone bit. Concentrate on the drone first.
We'll focus on the drone,
Yeah.
right? But when he takes a photo, I'd like to know that photo will be available for me. If I make a request to the museum and say there was a photo taken at whatever time it is now, on a mobile phone, 12:38, will it be available or will you delete it?
It can be available.
Thank you. And I get a copy from how? Is there a data controller for the place?
University.
Right.
Contact the museum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at this point, sir, what I will,
Sorry.
out of courtesy,
I'm happy
let
to talk to you now.
that you are on video body cam as
Oh,
well.
appreciate that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If we're going to go down that line.
Yeah, you know
But
what-
I'll just bring my attention to what my colleagues
You know
said
the score.
in regards to the rules and regulations.
Yeah, go on. I wasn't listening to that because I wanted to make sure that he abided by
I
GDPR.
just wanna-
Go on.
Right, that you're
Go on. Have a look.
not to fly your drone over a congested area, which it is.
Okay.
Right, never fly within 50 metres of a person, vehicle, or building not under your control.
Okay.
Right, so you are breaking
And then
the
if
law.
you, I don't want to touch your phone, but if you go down a bit lower, is that the CAA, is it, the site?
Yes.
Yeah, if you go down a little bit lower, keep going,
Why are you making a big
keep going,
I've just told you. Why don't you just go?
keep going
Why
down.
don't you just go?
Why don't you go back to work?
I am at work. This is my work.
Why don't you all go back to work?
We are all
I don't
here
get
at
it.
work.
You're literally, how many of you? 6 people for me. It's crazy.
Because you're being belligerent.
Okay, I'm trying to show you the law. If you go down to the bottom, if you go down to the bottom,
What are you trying to point out on that
a little bit lower.
as mitigation to this?
I don't think you're on the CAA one, are you? Basically, if you were to scroll down,
Yep.
there's a portion on smaller drones, and there's a law on that. So what you just said wouldn't apply to a smaller drone, but... Go on.
And what's your interpretation of that in regards to a smaller drone flying within a city centre?
It can fly anywhere in terms of cars, buildings, people, no crowd, can't go over a crowd. A crowd being defined as, quite a large group of people, basically.
But then we've got members of the public coming in and out of this.
Yeah. I'm not going to be hovering, head height here. I'm going to be high. That's our responsibility to fly safely, right?
But again,
Yeah.
can I just point out, this is University of Cambridge establishment and
It is.
property.
Yeah.
And the rule of thumb would be that you ask for prior permission before just turning up and flying a drone over at one of our sites.
I wouldn't need to. I've been in and told them out of courtesy. I didn't have to do that.
So you told, you didn't ask?
Yeah, but that's the establishment.
If I ask and they say no,
You said told. So what
if
was
I-
it?
if
Told
I
or
walk-
asked? Make your mind up.
are you listening or just talking, my friend? If I walked in and said,
No, you're the one
I
that's telling
I
me.
told
I'm
them,
really asking
I
you to
told them, yeah?
Explain what you meant.
I told them, I didn't ask, I told them,
Yeah.
right? I didn't say ask, I said told.
Someone come to your house and told them what they're going to do at your property.
I didn't have to tell them, but I've been in to tell them what I'm doing. If I ask and they say no, what's the point? I'm going to do it anyway. I like to tell people, if you see a drone buzzing around, you might panic and go, what the fuck's the drone doing? Who is it, right?
We would, because
Yeah.
you can't fly drones over.
But with what's going on at the moment with drones around the world, I told them it's my drone. I've showed them the drone. There's no bomb attached to it. There's no, it's a little plastic drone.
Sir, I wouldn't go down that line, but start mentioning that, because
So
that
how
takes
do
it
we
into a
know
whole
that-
different context or whatever else.
Sorry?
It takes it into a whole different context when you start mentioning bomb or whatever else.
I've said
So please
that
refrain from using that
due to what's going on in the world at the moment with the
Yeah.
suspicious drone or whatever it is in the sky.
I'm well
right?
aware of it,
yeah?
sir.
Yeah.
I've had dealings with this in the military.
Okay.
So, I go back to my initial point.
So
and I've been polite.
the
and
reason
courteous
I've been
to you.
in to
Yeah.
show them the drone and show them physically
Yeah.
is for that reason, so they don't panic in case they might think, what's the drone got on it? What's
Well,
it doing in the sky?
As the lady in there, she looked to seek clarification as to the rules
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
regulations.
But I didn't have to go in.
No, and these gentlemen here have said no, because it's a university site. Had you gone to the higher authority in university, the VC or whatever else, and asked for this purpose, then chances are you would have gained permission.
I don't need the permission, my friend.
But
With all due
according to the
respect.
rules, okay, well, we'll see what the civilian constabulary then makes of it.
Who?
The civilian constabulary. Police.
The police, right.
Sorry. I'm
No, that's all right.
using terminology.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether you'd called some other police who deal with separate things. You've got nuclear civil police, for example. You've got civil aviation authority. You've got police that deal with only that sort of stuff, like drone police and stuff.
There is no.
You guys are laughing. You've got no clue what you're talking about.
No,
It's not